సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి అండ్ ఫర్ మోర్ అప్డేట్స్ బెల్ ఐకాన్ క్లిక్ చేయడం మర్చిపోకండి.
Now we are going to discuss metals. వాటిని తెలుగులో లోహాలు అంటారు. మెటల్స్ ఆర్ మెటాలిక్ మెటీరియల్స్. మెటాలిక్ మెటీరియల్స్. Metallic materials. What is the definition of metals? Metallic materials are metals. Metallic materials are metals. Metallic materials are metals have a large number of free electrons. Metals or metallic materials have a large number of free electrons. Means లోహాలలో కానీ లోహ పదార్థాలలో కానీ స్వేచ్ఛగా తిరిగే ఎలక్ట్రానుల సంఖ్య ఎక్కువ. So metals or metallic materials have a large number of free electrons. By this reason, metals are metallic materials. Metallic materials are used as electrical conductors and thermal conductors. సో ఈ పదార్థాలలో స్వేచ్ఛగా తిరిగే ఎలక్ట్రాన్లు ఎక్కువ ఉండటం చేత ఈ పదార్థాలను విద్యుత్ వాహకాలుగాను ఉష్ణ వాహకాలుగాను ఉపయోగిస్తారు. అంటే ఎలక్ట్రికల్ conductors or thermal conductors. Because the reason of metallic materials are metals have a large number of free electrons. So examples of metals: copper, best example iron. These are steels and also so many materials are metals. Copper, aluminum, iron, platinum, these are all metallic materials. Mainly properties of metals. తెలుగులో లోహాల లక్షణాలు. సో by the definition of metal is the metallic materials have a large number of electrons. So metals, by the definition, metals are usually good electrical and thermal conductors. అంటే లోహాలు సాధారణంగా మంచి విద్యుత్ వాహకాలుగాను మంచి ఉష్ణవాహకాలుగాను పనిచేస్తాయి. అంటే దాని అర్థం ఏంటంటే జస్ట్ లైక్ ఎస్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇస్ ద ఐరన్, అల్యూమినియం, కాపర్. Okay, these are metals. Iron is the good electrical conductor. Good electrical conductor. So that means electricity is the passes through iron is very freely. Okay, so that is the electrical conductor. Which substance ఏ substance అయితే which substance allow the electricity, that substance is called as electrical conductor. అంటే ఏ పదార్థం అయితే విద్యుత్ను తన గుండా ప్రవహింపచేయడానికి అనుమతిస్తుందో దాన్ని విద్యుత్ వాహకం అంటారు. ఐరన్ ఇట్స్ బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆఫ్ ద ఎలక్ట్రికల్ కండక్టర్. సో ఐరన్ ఈజ్ ద బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆఫ్ థర్మల్ కండక్టర్, ఉష్ణవాహకం. అంటే వేడి చేస్తే ఈజీగా వేడెక్కిపోతూ ఉంటుంది. సో మెయిన్ ప్రాపర్టీ ఈజ్ ద మెటల్ ప్రాపర్టీ ఈజ్ ద metals are usually good electrical and thermal conductors. Okay, this is the mainly property. Next, at ordinary temperature metals are usually solid. Metals are usually solids. So at ordinary temperature, this is the cause of metals are usually solids at ordinary temperature. At a certain temperature, metals are melting and metals is the liquid. Okay, at certain temperature, at high temperature, metals are converted into liquids. But at ordinary temperature metals are usually solids. అంటే సాధారణ ఉష్ణోగ్రతల వద్ద లోహాలు ఎప్పుడు ఘన పదార్థాలుగానే ఉంటాయి. అలాగే నెక్స్ట్, మెటల్స్ when struck means example just like this is the metal, then struck అంటే కొట్టినప్పుడు అవి ఎక్కువ శబ్దం చేస్తాయి. when struck metals produce a typical sound. అంటే లోహాలని గట్టిగా కొట్టినప్పుడు మంచి పెద్దగా ధ్వని జనిస్తుంది. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్, దే ఆర్ నాట్ ట్రాన్స్పరెంట్ టు visible light. So they are not transparent to visible light. So example, iron sheet. This is the iron sheet. This is not transparent. This is not transparent visible light. అంటే ఈ లోహాలు ఎలా ఉంటాయి అంటే పారదర్శకంగా ఉండవు. అంటే కాంతి ఇటువైపు నుంచి అటువైపుకి వెళ్ళటానికి పారదర్శకంగా ఉండవు. అంటే ఇటువైపు నుంచి అటువైపుని కాంతిని ప్రదర్శింపచేయలేవు. ఎందుకంటే దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ హెవీ స్ట్రాంగ్ అండ్ స్టిఫ్నెస్ మెటీరియల్స్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్, some metals like Fe, ferrous, cobalt, nickel, these type of metals have magnetic properties. Some metals, ferrous, cobalt, nickel, these type of metals have show the magnetic ప్రాపర్టీస్, అంటే అయస్కాంత ధర్మాలను ప్రదర్శిస్తాయి. ఓకే, మెయిన్లీ మెటల్స్ రిలేటివ్లీ స్టిఫ్ అండ్ స్ట్రాంగ్. బలంగాను గట్టిగాను కూడా ఉంటాయి. బలంగాను గట్టిగాను కూడా ఉంటాయి. నెక్స్ట్, దే ఆర్ డ్యూటిల్. దే ఆర్ డ్యూటిల్. డ్యూటిల్ మీన్స్ సాగే గుణాన్ని కలిగి ఉంటాయి. సాగే గుణాన్ని కలిగి ఉంటాయి. ఎట్ ఎ సర్టెన్ టెంపరేచర్ మెటల్స్ ఆర్ కన్వర్టెడ్ ఇంటూ లిక్విడ్. సో సాగే గుణాన్ని కలిగి ఉంటాయి. డ్యూటిల్ మీన్స్ సాగే గుణాన్ని కలిగి ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, most of the metals from alloys, most of the metals from alloys means చాలా లోహాలు అనేవి మిశ్రమాల నుంచి తయారవుతాయి. చాలా లోహాలు మిశ్రమాల నుంచి తయారవుతాయి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ స్టెయిన్లెస్ స్టీల్. This is the metal. Stainless steel is the metal, but stainless steel is the composed of chromium and nickel. Okay, so mainly properties are the properties of metals. At ordinary temperature metals are solids. Okay, when struck the metals produce a typical sound. Usually metals good electrical conductors and thermal conductors. Okay, they are not transparent to visible light. Okay, some metals Fe, ferrous, cobalt, nickel are magnetic properties. Okay, stiff and strong. Okay, ductile. Okay, so many metals from alloys. These are properties. What are the properties? At ordinary temperature metals are usually solids. When struck, the metals produce a typical sound. Metals are usually good electrical conductors and thermal conductors. Metals are not transparent to visible light. Some metals like ferrous, cobalt, nickel show the magnetic properties. The metals are relatively stiff and strong. They are ductile. Most of the metals from alloys. These are properties. Generally metals are two types. Metals are classified into two types. First one is the alloys. Second one is the metallic glasses. Alloys means లోహ మిశ్రమాలు. మెటాలిక్ గ్లాసెస్ మీన్స్ లోహపు గాజు పదార్థాలు. So metals are classified into two types mainly. First one is the alloys, second one is the metallic glasses. Okay, alloys means లోహ మిశ్రమాలు. So alloys means when two or more pure metals are melted together to form a new metal is called alloy. Alloy means when two or more pure metals are melted together to form a new metal. న్యూ మెటల్ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. వేటి నుంచి రెండు కానీ అంతకన్నా ఎక్కువ లోహాలు కరిగి కలిసిపోతున్నప్పుడు కొత్త పదార్థము తయారవుతుంది. అంటే 2 లేదా అంతకన్నా ఎక్కువ లోహ మూలకాలు ఉపయోగించి కొత్త లోహాలను రూపొందిస్తే ఏర్పడే కొత్త పదార్థాలను లోహ మిశ్రమాలు అంటారు. ఓకే, ఈ లోహ మిశ్రమాలకి బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఈజ్ ద స్టెయిన్లెస్ స్టీల్. Stainless steel is the 18% of chromium, 8% nickel combination. That is the stainless steel. Remaining are carbons. So this is the alloys, metallic alloys. Alloys are mainly classified into 2 types. Alloys are mainly 2 types. This is the metallic alloys. Alloys are mainly 2 types. First one is the ferrous alloys. Second one is the non-ferrous alloys. అంటే ఫెర్రస్తో కలిపిన పదార్థాలు, ఫెర్రస్ కాని పదార్థాలు. ఓకే, దెన్ ఫెర్రస్ alloys are 2 types. First one is the steels. Second one is the cast steels. Steels, that means cast irons. Cast irons means not cast. Cast irons means pata inumu. Steels means ukku. This is the pata inumu. So steels are mainly 3 types. First one is the mild steels. Second one is the medium steels. That means also medium carbon steels. Mild carbon steels are mild steels. Medium steels are medium carbon steels. Third one is the high carbon steels. Okay, generally metals are 2 types. First one is the alloys. Second one is the metallic glasses. Then alloys are mainly 2 types, ferrous and non-ferrous. Ferrous are mainly 2 types. First one is the steels. Second one is the cast steels or cast irons. Next one, steels are mainly 3 types: mild steels, medium steels, high carbon steels. తెలుగులో అలాయ్స్ అంటే లోహ మిశ్రమాలు, ఫెర్రస్ మిశ్రమాలు, ఫెర్రస్ కాని మిశ్రమాలు, ఉక్కు, పోత ఇనుము. ఉక్కు ముఖ్యంగా 3 రకాలు: మెత్తని ఉక్కు, మీడియం కార్బన్ ఉక్కు, హెచ్చు కార్బన్ ఉక్కు. మెటల్ అలాయ్స్ ఆర్ in 2 types. Already we know that ferrous and non-ferrous. Ferrous alloys are steels, cast iron steels. Steels are mainly 3 types: mild, medium, high carbon steels. So first of all we discuss about ferrous metals. So in ferrous metals, main principal element is the iron. Ferrous metals principal element is the iron. Iron is the principal constituent of ferrous metals. And also on the basis of ferrous metals, on the basis of percentage of carbon. So ferrous metals are formed, ferrous metals are formed on the basis of percentage of carbon and their alloying materials, that means ferrous metals, iron is the principal element. Okay, on the basis of percentage of carbons and their alloying elements. So iron is the principal element of the ferrous metals. On the basis of percentage of carbons and their alloying elements, ferrous metals are three types. First one is the mild, second one is the medium, third one is the high carbon steels. Okay, first classification is the mild steels, second classification is the medium carbon steels, third classification is the high carbon steels. Okay, here mild steels, medium carbon steels and high carbon steels. Okay, so these classification is formed by percentage of the carbons. In the mild steels, the percentage of carbon ranges from 0.15 percentage to 0.25 percentage. Okay, in the mild steel, the percentage of carbon ranges from 0.15 percentage to 0.25 percentage. And the medium carbon steels, 0.3 percentage to 0.6 percentage. Okay, in the high carbon steels, the percentage of carbon ranges from 0.6 percentage to 1.4 percentage. Okay, these are percentage of carbons in the mild steels. Mild steels means మెత్తని ఉక్కు, మీడియం ఉక్కు, హెచ్చు కార్బన్ ఉక్కు. సో mild steels, the percentage of carbon ranges from 0.15 to 0.25. The medium steels, the percentage of carbon ranges between 0.3 percentage to 0.6 percentage. In the high carbon steels, 0.6 percentage to 1.4 percentage. Okay, the mild steels, they are least expensive to produce. That means మైల్డ్ స్టీల్స్ అనేవి తయారు చేయడం చాలా తక్కువ ఖర్చుతో కూడుకున్న పని. మైల్డ్ స్టీల్స్ అనేవి తయారు చేయడం చాలా తక్కువ ఖర్చుతో కూడుకున్న పని. ఓకే, ఇన్ ద మీడియం కార్బన్ స్టీల్స్, So this is also expensive, but compare this, this is high. Compare this, this is high. So this is least, but compare this least. Compare this, this is high. Compare this, this is the least. Okay, this is the producing cost is very high. Very high. This is the least, this is the medium, this is the high. So producing cost is very least, producing cost is medium, producing cost is very high. Here producing cost is high, but compare this, compare the mild steels, this is the high. Compare the high carbon steels, this is the least. So this is the medium. Costing producing cost is the medium. This is the least, this is the medium, this is the high. Okay, and in the mild steels are soft and weak, because here the percentage of carbon very less, so the mild steels are soft and weak. Okay, and also the mild steels ductility property is the outstanding ductility. Outstanding ductility. Ductility means sage gunam. Outstanding, that means a very high ductility. High ductility. Okay, here medium carbon steels. Okay, these are a plain medium carbon steels. Plain means medium. Plain medium carbon steels, they have low hardening abilities, and also the strength is high. Here the strength is high, but their weldability is less. Weldability is less. Okay, so here high carbon steels. The high carbon steels very strong and very hard. Very strong and very hard. Weldability is very poor. Weldability is very poor. And also so once again, the carbon percentage is 0.15% to 0.25 is the mild steel. The carbon percentage is 0.3% to 0.6% medium carbon steel. The carbon percentage is 0.6% to 1.4% high carbon steels. To produce expensive to produce the least, expensive produce is the medium, expensive produce is the very high. The mild steels are soft and weak. Their performance ductility is the very outstanding. Here plain medium carbon steels low hardening, the strength is high, weldability is low. Okay, here weldability is very high, here weldability is less, here weldability is poor. So, and high carbon steels very strong, very hard, but weldability is poor. Okay, these are classifications of mild steels, medium steels, high carbon steels. Okay, next of all, the mild steels are used in automobile body components. Automobile body components. Automobile body components The mild steels are used in automobile body components and structural shapes. Structural shapes means in buildings, in bridges. These are all structural shape beams, iron beams. Okay, structural shapes and sheets and sheets. For example, the mild steels are used in automobile body components. Automobile means bikes, vehicles, vehicle body components. Okay, so structural shapes and sheets. For example, angle iron, I-beam channel, used in pipelines, buildings, bridges, and tin cans. These are all uses of mild steels. Okay, next up, medium steel components. They are used in train wheels, and railway tracks. Medium carbon steels, medium, very strong, very strong and very hard, but availability is less. This is the medium, not less, not high, so medium. So these materials are used in the medium carbon steels, used in process of train wheels and process of railway tracks. The high carbon steels are used in factories and industrials and construction. All metals components are used as high carbon steels. Ferrous materials are two types. First one is the steels, mild steels, medium steels, and high carbon steels. Another classification is the here cast irons. Now we'll discuss the cast irons. Cast irons means పాత ఇనుము. Cast irons means పాత ఇనుము. The carbon content alloys vary between 2% to 4%. The carbon ranges between 2% to 4%. Okay, so the carbon ranges between 2% to 4% in cast irons. Okay, they can easily melted. Cast irons are easily melted and they are used as ferrous casting alloys. They are used as ferrous casting alloys, cast irons. Okay, because they are easily melted. Okay, the cost of production is very low. Here. Cost of production is very low because in the cast irons the percentage of carbon is very high, so the production is very low. Carbons are very high in cast irons, so they are easily melted because the cast irons have heavily carbons. Okay, so the production is very low. They became completely liquid. certain temperature, completely liquid certain temperature. What are cast irons are completely liquid certain temperature. That temperature is the 150 degrees centigrades and also 1300 degrees centigrades. At these temperature, the cast irons are become liquid. Okay, next of all, so metals are two types, alloys and metallic glasses. Alloys are two types, ferrous, non-ferrous. Ferrous are two types, steels and cast irons. Steels are three types, mild steels, uh, medium carbon steels, high carbon steels. So here cast irons. Cast irons, after cast irons, non-ferrous metals. Non-ferrous metals. Non-ferrous metals means non-ferrous metals. That definition is in the name. Non-ferrous. The no ferrous, that means the non-ferrous metals are composed of metals. The non-ferrous metals are composed of metals other than iron. So the non-ferrous metals are composed of metals other than iron. ఐరన్ కానీ ఏ పదార్థాలతో అయినా సరే నాన్ ఫెర్రస్ మెటల్స్ తయారవుతాయి. నాన్ ఫెర్రస్ మెటల్స్ తయారవుతాయి. లైక్ నాన్ ఫెర్రస్ మెటల్స్ లైక్ క్రోమియం, మెర్క్యూరీ, కోబాల్ట్, టంగస్టన్, వెనేడియం, లివిడియం, cadmium. These are all non-ferrous metals. Okay, they are used in they are very importance in nowadays, non-ferrous metals. Okay, chromium, mercury, zinc, magnesium, copper, nickel, cobalt, these are all non-ferrous metals. Finally, second classification of metals is the metallic glasses. Metallic glasses. Okay, metallic glasses are mainly metallic glasses are glass. Metallic glasses are glass or amorphous. So metallic glasses are glass or amorphous which exhibits metallic properties. Okay, here clearly observe, metallic glasses are glass or amorphous. Amorphous means there is no shape or size and irregular fashion. అంటే రెగ్యులర్గా లేని అణువులని అమార్పస్ సాలిడ్స్లో ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, మెటాలిక్ గ్లాసెస్ ఆర్ గ్లాస్ ఆర్ అమార్పస్ విచ్ ఎగ్జిబిట్స్ మెటాలిక్ ప్రాపర్టీస్. అమార్పస్ అయినప్పటికీ మెటాలిక్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ని ప్రదర్శిస్తే దాన్ని ఏమంటామంటే మెటాలిక్ గ్లాసెస్ అంటాం మనం. సో మెటాలిక్ గ్లాసెస్ ఆర్ గ్లాస్ ఆర్ అమార్పస్ విచ్ ఎగ్జిబిట్స్ మెటాలిక్ ప్రాపర్టీస్. ఓకే, these metallic glasses are prepared by cooling effect. This cooling effect is known as quenching. Okay, after next units we clearly will discuss the quenching or cooling effect. So mainly the principle used in the preparation of metallic glasses is the cooling effect. That cooling effect is called as quenching. అంటే కూలింగ్ ఎఫెక్ట్ ద్వారా మెటాలిక్ గ్లాసెస్ని తయారు చేస్తాం. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ అప్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఆఫ్ మెటాలిక్ గ్లాసెస్. మెటాలిక్ గ్లాసెస్ ఆర్ గ్రేట్లీ టఫ్ అండ్ హై స్ట్రెంగ్త్ and highly ductile. Because high strength and highly ductile, because the metallic glasses are amorphous. That amorphouses are show the metallic properties. So show the metallic properties high strength, show the amorphous properties high ductility. Okay, so the metallic glasses are examples of metallic glasses are combination of gold and silicon, platinum and phosphorus, gold and silicon, platinum and phosphorus, magnesium and zinc. These are all magnesium and zinc. These are all the combination of gold and silicon is the metallic glass. Platinum and phosphorus is the metallic glass. Magnesium and zinc is the metallic glass. The combination of gold and silicon, combination of platinum and phosphorus, combination of magnesium and silicon, combination of palladium and copper and silicon, that is also metallic glass. These are all metallic glasses.